When I first started my Linux journey and set up this YouTube channel, I didn't think it would get popular. I thought I'd be lucky to get to 500 subs, but now I'm approaching 2,500, and it's all thanks to you guys liking, sharing, and more importantly, commenting. Back when there were only a few of us though, it was really easy to recognise names and remember the comments some of you made, but these days it's quite hard to keep up with all of the new comments, let alone remember who said what. On my last video, where I talk about the challenges new Linux users face and how surprised I was with some of the comments, one new comment stood out and it got me thinking. Can I create a web page where I can type in a YouTube commenter's name and see all the comments they've made? In this video, I'm going to attempt to vibe code that page. So if you are anti-AI, then this video is probably not for you. Before I start though, I do need to get you up to speed on some of the other tools I have already created. With AI's help, I have created 3 tools for helping me to manage comments. The first was a Python script that uses the YouTube API to export all video comments and replies into a CSV. The second one helps me to pick a random comment from that CSV, which I used for the in the comment section videos that I attempted a while back. And then the third tool enables me to put comments into bubbles, so I can screenshot them separately and use them in videos. They took quite a lot of prompting and editing to get right, but they are really useful tools. But in order to get them to work though, I had to create the first tool. I needed to find out exactly how I can export all of the YouTube comments. Some Google foo and some intelligent prompting later, I worked out I could use Google Colab to help run the Python script generated by ChatGPT. Now I could have run it locally, but I didn't really feel confident enough with Python to do so. Back to the new comment that stood out. Buddy Sillin. I hope you don't mind me calling you out, dude. But Buddy said that I hope any comments I've made have been helpful and not confident. That was in reference to the previous video. Now I recognise Buddy from previous comments, but I couldn't remember why. Let's call it old age. So I headed over to Google Colab, exported a new list of comments, and then searched for Buddy Sillin, and there it was. I remember he mentioned that his wife uses Bazi. So I had to ask him how it was going. Now, sorry buddy if you thought I had remembered that, but I remembered you and my question is completely sincere. Anyway, let's see if I can make a new web page where I can put in a username and see all the comments they have made on the channel. Okay, so I've got my steps along here. So the first thing I needed to do was to grab the latest comments. So I've done that. And as you can see, since I started the channel, there's been 5,703 comments. Wow, that does include my responses as well though. So, but that's a lot. Yeah. So then what I'm going to do is create a prompt. So here is the prompt. I have a CSV containing all the top level comments and their replies from my YouTube channel. And here is a snippet. I want to create a local HTML file that I can use to collate all the comments and my Linux Gamer Life replies into a chat-like presentation. You will need to use the timestamps in the CSV to determine the order of the comments, and I'd like it to be the oldest comment first. So that's the user's oldest comment at the top, and the relevant replies to that comment follows below, presented in a chat bubble format similar to Messenger apps. Then the next comment from the user, and so on. And I know what my formatting style is for my website, so I want to keep it similar to that. So if I present it, it looks similar to my brand. And so I use Roboto Mono font, and then I've listed all of the different colors that I want it to use within the HTML. So that is pretty much the first step in the prompt. So I'm literally going to copy that and go straight into ChatGPT. I'm going to drop that in here. I'm then going to grab the snippet, which is all the way up the top. So I'm just going to copy that so it gets to know what the headers are and all that sort of stuff. I'm just going to pop that in here. It's going to be a little bit messy. I'm going to get rid of that and then just see what happens. Actually, there is one really good tip. So what I'm going to put here is ask me 5 questions to help you with this task. Now, if I just hit enter now, it's going to ask me 5 questions in a wall of text. So what I tend to do is ask me 5 questions, one at a time. And I recommend using that even when you're going through troubleshooting and stuff like that. Get it to ask you a bunch of questions, depending on the complexity of the ask. Say, ask me 5 questions, ask me 10 questions, ask me 20 questions. So then that way it's not going to make assumptions. It's going to take the response to your questions and feed that in to solving the problem. So that's it. I think we've got everything there. I'm just going to hit enter. So it's now going to ask me 5 questions, one at a time, to make sure that it understands what I'm asking for. Okay.
A few moments later.
Okay, brilliant. That's it. Final plan locked in. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, go. So we need to go to Home, Projects, Comment Tracker, and then provide my CSV. Done. And then whilst it's doing that, we are going to here. And then I'm going to create, so nano comment underscore tracker dot HTML. And then we're going to write that out. And then we're going to save it. And then we're going to exit. And then I'm just going to open that with right, boom. So we've got that ready to go. And then we'll go back to ChatGPT. Oops, perfect. I've got your file. Before generating, would you like me to include likes, counts, and timestamps in the chat? No, not really. Okay, so it's now doing its thinking and analyzing. Okay, so it's telling me to download. Normally it presents it, but let's download it. And I'm just going to go open the folder, right click and open with Kwrite. Control, do all that. And I'm going to pop it into the actual file that I made, which is not that one. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's that one. And I'm going to click on save and then go to the folder and then go back to home, projects, comment tracker, and run the HTML. So here we go. This is what it's created. So it's using my palette, YouTube comments per user. So I want to put in the username. So let's go, let me do mine at Linux Gamer Life. Okay, and I'm going to browse the CSV, which is in Home, Projects, Comment Tracker there. Boom. And then go search. And there you go. It's giving me a list of all of my comments. Holy crap. I respond to lots of comments. Let's try another one. Hardware accent search. There we go. So it tells me what video and what the comments were. Oh, right. I must have fixed that then. Oh, well done. And it is quite good to use these. Now there is one thing that I could do actually, is I could actually make it so this links to the video, because I believe in the spreadsheet it has the video ID. There we go. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Let's add a link to the video. You can use the video underscore ID. Just make the title in the HTML link. There we go. See how quick it did that. So then I'm going to then download the HTML. Okay. Try again. I should have told it why, because otherwise it might think it's going to analyze it now. Think, what have I done wrong? Click on save. Go back to here and then run it again. And we're going to do. Let's do emoji baked. I'm just going to check to see if the not having the app works. Click on that one. Search. And this is one of the problems, because I'm not looking at, because I don't really understand what's going on in here. I don't know how to explain that it's broken. And that is one of the big problems with using AI as a tool to solve troubleshooting problems. You have to be really, really careful. Okay, that has not worked. Please review and fix. When I enter a username and hit search and nothing happens. So is that going to work? Yes, it is. So I'm going to just open that up and just double click on it. Click on there. Emoji baked. Search. Home. Projects. Comment tracker. YouTube comments. Search. There we go. Right. Perfect. So get latest comments. Done. Create the prompt. Done. Create a project folder. Done. Create HTML file. Done. Get formatting requirements. Done. Run prompts. Done. Let's see what that looks like one more time. And I'm already thinking maybe I can just pick a random user if I type in $random, it will just pull up a random user. So I could do even more with this. I could even add like headers on here and all sorts. So, but anyway, right. Okay, one more. So who are we going to do? Control C. So you can see there, they need an online account for the need for an online. Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree. Let's not get into that. Right. So we're going to drop your name in there. We're going to browse the file, select the file, do that, search. There you go. And I should be able to click on that. And it takes me to the video. Oh, let's go. So there you go. That's how you can use ChatGPT to create stuff like this. I'm sure it's not a surprise to you that you can do this sort of stuff, but I just wanted to share it with you and yeah, let you see behind the scenes. So there you go, Linux gamers. That's how I use ChatGPT to help me with some of the challenges around running a YouTube channel. I want to be able to respond to every comment. I want to be able to properly engage with you guys as much as I can, but I'm also aware that the channel is growing more than I thought it would. So that's going to become more and more difficult. So anything I can do to help me stay engaged with you guys, I think is a good thing. I know some of you are anti-AI, and that's fine. I mean, you do you, okay? I'm finding it really, really useful right now. And yeah, so I like to use it. If you've made it this far, as always, thank you so much. I do really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to pop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Have you done things like this? Are you using AI? Or even if you don't like AI, hit that thumbs down button. If you don't like AI, I don't mind. It's all engagement. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.